And we are back at Up North at 4, and we are joined with Jesse Boyd, who is the Lincoln County Board Chair, Renee Krieger, the Lincoln County Administrative Coordinator, and Sarah Sturm, the Marketing Director for Merrill Area Chamber of Commerce. Thank you guys all for coming on and joining us here today.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
So there is a lot going on, but we're celebrating 150th celebration of Lincoln County. So if you want to start off, Sarah, and tell us a little bit about maybe the history.
Yeah, well, I actually got to be part of this just because I work for the Chamber, the Visitor Center for the Merrill area, and I did help make the history hunt portion of our 150th celebration. So all month long, you have the opportunity to pick up a card from one of the chambers, and you have two options. You have the geolocation, which will take you straight to the point, or you have the address version where you might have to like get a little creative, but it should be easier for those that don't necessarily know how to put in geolocation. But at each spot then there is a little fact history about each township then, and then a word. And then once you take that word, you put it on the card, and then hopefully you can get to all 16 townships in Lincoln County with the spot and then complete the phrase. So.
Jesse, big deal. 150 years, you're on the board.
Yeah.
What's it like bringing this all to life this year?
So we brought in a lot of sponsors, too many to list, but we're much appreciated for the step up of the community.
Yeah.
And definitely the county board is much appreciated for all that sponsorship. With that being said, we also have our county board of supervisors. They're going to be out there taking part of the celebration, getting to know their constituents, and definitely putting everything in smiles.
This is all about community, right?
Yes, sir.
Perfect.
And Renee, you mentioned so it's a full day of events happening in Tomahawk and Merrill. So when is all this taking place?
Correct. Everything takes place on Saturday. Starts at the VFW in Tomahawk with a pancake breakfast. There's a live history tour. And then we'll be moving down to the Merrill Fairgrounds. In the Expo Center at noon, we have our Uniquely Wisconsin presentation. So we will be showing our 3 stories that we had produced over the last year. And then we are going to move outdoors for a children's old-fashioned carnival. And much of that was sponsored through our Dream Up partnership. So it's a campaign to raise awareness for childcare. And then we have the local Heroes Band playing from 2 to 5 with food trucks and permanent stands.
Yeah, and Sarah, we mentioned, of course, Merrill and Tomahawk, but this is county-wide, correct?
Yes, it is. So, you know, they had some help, obviously, planning it because it does take a village to get this done. So Tomahawk Chamber and Merrill Chamber, and then obviously people that you work with at the county were able to come up with the spots that you go to in each of the townships, so Corning and Pine River. And so I'm really excited, having only lived in Merrill for about 5 years, to go out and find the little factoids, because actually I don't know necessarily what I could know all this stuff on it, but yeah.
Got about 15 seconds left. Where do they go and when?
Saturday, either 8 a.m. at the VFW in Tomahawk or 12 o'clock at the Merrill Fairgrounds is a great place to start.
This sounds awesome. This sounds great.
Yeah,
Thank
be
you
a lot
guys.
of fun.
Appreciate you.
Well, happy birthday to Lincoln County, 150 years. Thank you guys. We'll be right back after this break.
Thank you. Great.